This is the GameBloc Cast, episode 9. I'm your host, Richie, and this week on the podcast, we have the Jonsters.
I hate you all.
Which is actually Jonathan, but that's his new nickname for the week.
I hate you.
And Kirill.
Hello.
Screw you too.
And Kenny.
Hello.
I hate you because you agree with them.
Yeah. I agree with them wholeheartedly.
And welcome to the GameBloc Cast, a show where we talk about video games, video game news, and things that are relatively geeky in nature.
And apparently we call other people things they don't want to be called. Like Jonsters.
There's worse things we could call you. So, Jonsters, what have you been playing this week?
I hate you. This week I've been playing a game. Well, first of all, I have a little pre-story.
Ooh.
The Humble Bundle Monthly is a thing where you can pay $12 a month, and they'll be like, oh, games. And you're like, hey, I got games.
Yep.
And to entice you, every month they have here's what you'll get right away when you pay $12. I was like, oh, cool. The two games on there were This War of Mine and South Park: The Stick of Truth, which was actually what I was looking more forward to playing.
Those are two pretty solid games.
These are.
For sure.
I was like, oh, cool, let me just... This War of Mine installed faster, basically, so that's why I chose it. And I actually started playing it, and I was like, wow, this game's really good. So, what This War of Mine is about is, it's a Slavic country, I believe, that is going through a civil war. And basically, you have three people... and you basically have to survive through a war, and it's kind of like a point-and-click kind of thing, where you select a person, you're like, go over into this part of the house and start cooking food. So you send them over to start cooking food, and you have another person you can be like, oh, go start making us weapons, and you go start making us medicine. So basically, it's like a strategic game, basically, where you are short on supplies. So that makes it really hard. And then once nighttime rolls around, you can send one person from your group or more. I don't know if you could send more. I always just send one person just to be safe. You can go and send one person from your group to scavenge through a building. So then it becomes a point-and-click sneak game. Where your person is trying to sneak through a house and then try to steal whatever supplies they can, either before they get caught, and you have to run out. And what's really nice is that there's a run to the exit button where it just takes your character through to the fastest route to the exit.
That's nice.
Or until 5 o'clock rolls around. If 5 o'clock rolls around, the person you sent out to scavenge has a high chance. Well, first it'll take them longer to get back before everyone else wakes up, and while they're on the way back, since they're in the light, they have an easy chance of being shot.
Okay.
So it could either wound them greatly, or they could be killed. My first playthrough was pretty interesting. I had a small group of 3 people, and everything was going pretty fine. And one night I sent someone out to scavenge, and I found a refrigerator full of food, and I was like, yes, I'm going to take all this food for myself, and I'm going to get out as soon as I can. So I did that, and then I got back, and he was like, oh man, I feel so bad. Everyone got sad because I had taken too much food from these people, which was one angry dude who tried to kill me.
Nice.
Well, pretty reasonably, but,
yeah,
whatever.
That makes sense. I would kill someone if they stole all my food in a wartime situation.
Right, so, but they came back sad. Everyone was really sad, so I was like, great. So I don't know what that means. Everyone went to bed, and 2 people fought, had a fight, where one of them died, and the other one got greatly wounded, and the next day he died. So basically all that was left was this one woman who couldn't even do anything. Her skill was a good bargainer. But we didn't have anything to bargain because we didn't have anyone to go out and scavenge for anything. So basically I was sitting there like, good. Do I just end this now and end her suffering? Or do I play it out?
Just start over.
Yeah. Well, I decided, I'll see how this ends out. The next day she gets sick. The day after she dies. So I was like, well, cool. Currently on my second playthrough where things have gotten a lot better. I actually have a house that has working heat, and a radio, and everyone has
that's
their own
nice.
bed. So yeah, it's a really fun game. I would check it out. I think it's $20 on Steam. I can't quote you. Don't quote me on that, but it's a really fun game if you're looking and just to sit down and play something, because it's pretty slow paced, and everything can be played with just the mouse. You don't even need your keyboard.
Nice. Yeah,
So
you can just throw your keyboard right out the window. Not
yep,
even necessary.
screw the keyboard.
Yeah, you don't need it for nothing.
So I would rate it like it's a good 8. There's some problems with it where everyone can kill themselves, but hey, check it out.
Jonathan?
Yes?
We're not.
Okay, I thought it was my headset. I was like, oh, God.
Jonathan?
John,
What?
we're not hearing you. Did you have?
Yeah, we're not
do you
hearing
have
you
problems?
At all? Like you can't hear me right now.
Now I hear you.
Well, we can, but
You said
make
it's
sure
like you're
on
good.
TeamSpeak your thing's fixed.
What was the last time I said something?
So speaking of games that you should look at on Steam,
Oh,
Man, that was good.
yeah,
Um,
I'm a master.
So you're the master segwayer.
yeah,
Awesome.
Hoverboard's better.
So you're what?
nothing.
So I went back and revisited Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, and that game is amazing. It is just so good. When I stopped playing it around like like a month after it came out, I was around at 72 hours or something like that, something absolutely ridiculous. And I decided, maybe if I don't have time to do a whole lot of video gaming, maybe I'll just, try to S rank or finish all the objectives in one mission each day. And that'll be kind of it for my, video games for that day. And I've been having a lot of fun recently. Like, the amount of different things that can happen in that game is awesome. Like, because I'm noticing all these different things while I'm playing again, because everything kind of feels unfamiliar, that I used to attack at night a lot. And so much so that soldiers, when I'm infiltrating their base, are wearing night vision goggles now, and I was getting really good at headshots, so now they're all wearing helmets.
Oh wow.
So I remember playing through it, when it first came out, and I was getting so good that most soldiers were just wearing all heavy armor suits, so I could barely do anything except, just throw a grenade at them and hope they die through an explosion, because other than that, they weren't going to die. And so I just love this game. Like, usually I don't really like stealth games that much, to be honest. But now, this game really has caught my attention. Like, it's kept me playing. And, maybe it's just because there's a little bit of weirdness in this game. Like, you have the ability to, change your music on your helicopter as it comes to, pick you up. So, there's, Take On Me by Aha and stuff like that as options. But in the PC version, you can actually switch it to any song you want. You just have to find the file in the program and put it in. So I put it, since this was an 80s themed game and there's a lot of running around saving people and barely surviving, I put in the MacGyver TV show theme.
That'd be great
So,
for a helicopter.
It is awesome because whenever I call in support, I'll just hear off in the distance the beginning of the MacGyver theme song, which is the da-na-na-na-na-na-na, just a bunch of weird 80s synthesizer stuff. And then just all the instruments kick into that song, and the attack helicopter swooping around shooting at people while I'm trying to get on top of it and make a good escape, and it just fits it so well. And so I've just been having a lot of fun with that game. It's just a lot of fun. Diamond Horse, or D Horse as it's called in the game, which is a horse you can horseback ride on and everything. You can tell it to poop on command. And
wow.
It's it's one of the weirder things. And you just find out different things like that in the game that make you I wonder how that can work tactically. And so you can actually poop on the road, and people can drive over it, and it'll jam their tires so they can't move, or they'll lose traction and hit a rock and get out, which is amazing. And D-Dog, or Diamond Dog as it's called, is another one of your buddies that can sniff out enemies and see them from really far away, or different prisoners you can extract. And he has battle armor on him too. If you upgrade him enough, you can get battle armor, and he looks so awesome. He has a helmet and Kevlar and everything on him, and he's just this wolf guy, wolf, and it's pretty cute actually. And but since I haven't played in such a long time, I came back to having because in this game you're able to extract soldiers if you knock them out and use them at your home base, your mother base. And I had 90 soldiers I just got from like daily rewards or something over the past couple months for me not playing it. So now all my forward operating bases are full. I think the maximum is like 500 or 600 soldiers, which is insane. And then like, you know, in the waiting room is what they call it. I have like 400 other soldiers. And it's to the point now that whenever I pick up a new soldier or something like that, it has to dismiss older ones that aren't as good, which I don't think is really a problem. But so I just have so many different soldiers. I don't even know what to do with them. I haven't even like messed with it at all because I just find it completely pointless. But I've just been having a lot of fun with that. And it's a game that like I really knew nothing about until I got it. I just got like hyped for it in the last 2 days before it came out, and I played it and I loved it. Like, so if you guys haven't checked it out yet, you guys really should. I haven't played any of the other Metal Gear games, but I've heard that this one is one of the best, so you guys should really try it out.
Okay, so I finally got around to playing Super Kitty Boing Boing, and it's every bit as amazing as I had expected. It's a 4-player, Steam says local co-op, but it's not. There are only versus modes. It's a fighting game, a 2D fighting game where you play as cube kitties, and they have psychic powers. Each of their 4 psychic powers are mapped to X, Y, A, and B on your gamepad. The A psychic power is a little blip of energy downward. The B psychic power is a little blip of energy to the right. The X is a little blip of energy up, and Y is a little blip of energy to the left. And they either damage the other cube kitties or launch you off walls or the ground. So you're a cube kitty rolling around, launching yourself places with your psychic powers, trying to hurt the other cube kitties in 3 different amazing game modes. The first amazing game mode is coins, where you have to, it's like Smash Brothers coins. Your coins fall into the stage, you knock coins out of people and try to be the one with the most coins. They have another one that's like a stamina mode where everyone gets 3 hearts, and you try to damage each other until they have no hearts. The last person alive wins. Then the best game mode is Toast. It's kind of like Capture the Flag, except it's with Toast. So there's a toast that bounces around the stage, and whoever has it at the end wins. You hurt people to knock the toast out of them, and it goes bouncing somewhere. So yeah, it's pretty much the best game ever. There's a stage where, what is it? Oh no, in Toast mode, you can tell how high quality this game is. In Toast mode, the game ends after 2. It goes 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, game over, which was pretty fun. Yeah, it's $6 on Steam, and if you can find 4 people that want to play a high-precision fighting game with cube kitties and psychic powers, it's worth it.
So on a level of competitiveness, right, how does it compare to, say, Super Smash Brothers or, I don't know, Street Fighter V?
I would say the ability to play it on PC is amazing. I set it up on my CRT to minimize input lag so that we could have the maximum performance for this fighting game, and it made it so easy to control. The game was fluid and beautiful. We ran it at a high resolution of like 1024 by 768. And the graphics were crisp and amazing. Actually, the rainbow trails behind the cats look super good. I'm not sure how they made them look so super good, but they look great. And I would say...
You can't have a cat game without rainbow trails.
No, or the nya button. There's a nya button with kawaii noises provided by Cream Burr Rabbit.
Rabbit.
This just became extremely anime.
Yeah.
No.
It has awesome songs provided by Azure Flux, and they're actually really good. And there's a stage where there's like a non-copyright infringing almost Totoro standing there. It's like he looks
like Chinese Totoro.
He looks like a frog more than anything, but he's definitely supposed to be Totoro, I think.
So is he Toad-oro?
Quite possibly. Anyway, it is it's very Japanese. They've got like when you first start the game, some Japanese lady says Super Kitty Boing Boing.
Oh,
and
God. I'm cringing right now.
It's amazing. And if you can find 4 people that trust you enough to play Super Kitty Boing Boing, you should get it. It's really fun, and I'm going to be playing it not a lot because no one else wants to, but it was really good.
Why does no one want to? I would totally play this.
I don't know.
Well, then get it.
How much does it cost, Kenny?
$6.
$6? Well, I will have to get that when I have $6.
It does. It is local multiplayer only. It is not co-op. It's versus only, but local, which
How
makes
could
it
you
hard.
not for a while find at least one other college student that would want to play a game about cats
You know,
with you?
That boing.
I don't know. I heard the name just in passing. I think my brother was going through his queue. He's up to like many thousands of queues. But he was going through his queue and he said, "Hey, Super Kitty Boing Boing." And I was like, "Cool, I'm going to buy it." I was intrigued just when I heard the name. And everyone else, when they hear it, they're just like, "That sounds horrible. I'm not playing that. Don't make me play that." It's really sad how closed-minded
reason
people
why?
are. Why? Because they suck?
Communists.
Because they're communists.
Because they want to eliminate the bourgeois, okay?
Yeah. So one thing apparently I missed, you can customize color, facewear, and headwear. I don't know how. Their main menu is absolutely
Wait, the
horrible.
cats have headwear?
Yeah. It's like you can get fezzes and bows, eye patches. You can change your colors and stuff. I didn't know this until just now, but you totally can. They
Nice.
Can I get
Yeah.
a hat with the Nazi symbol on it? The
I
swastika.
I doubt that somehow.
Hopefully not.
Probably not.
How about through Steam Workshop?
I don't think it. I
Probably.
don't think it does Steam Workshop.
Well, this
But
war
if
of
it
mine
was,
does.
then
Okay.
it would.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then there was one last thing. There are a lot of stages. There are 13 stages. All of them are unique. Some have stage hazards like suits of armor that chop you to bits and acid falling out of pipes in like sewers or something. Not entirely sure what's up with that. Then there's like a shipping warehouse type thing that has sloped sides. I'm not sure what's up with that, but crates fall down and completely ruin all your trajectories. And it's pretty great. You can't control where you're going once you're in the air. So once you jump off the ground, you're committed. You have an arc
Oh.
and you have to take it, which is other people's opportunity to go knock the toast out of you or deal some real damage.
So is it like, have you played Castlevania before? Or know anything about Castlevania?
I
little
know
bit.
a little bit about Castlevania.
So you know when Simon Belmont jumps, it has like an arc, and you cannot move from that arc. So it's like that.
Pretty much, yeah. But you jump a lot farther, a lot faster, and you can jump off walls and stuff. So the biggest challenge is keeping yourself rotated and keeping track of which button shoots your psychic powers which direction, so you can bounce correctly. Like a great tactic is to jump if you're near a left-hand wall. You can jump up while you're tilted a little bit to the left. You'll fly a little left, then shoot your leftward psychic powers to bounce yourself off of the left wall across the stage. And you can go over a lot of people that way. So you got to keep track of your rotation and which way is which, because it's relative. The down one is always towards your feet, even if you're upside down.
Wow.
So
That's insane.
it's really good, and I definitely recommend. I think it works at high refresh rates. At least I'm pretty sure it does. So if you have 144 hertz monitor, this might be the game for you to finally utilize that power.
So
Maybe.
you can play many games like CS:GO and Super Kitty Boing Boing.
Yeah.
The two games
Yeah.
that you could probably easily play at 144 hertz.
Yeah.
You know what game you could also play at 144 hertz?
What game?
Wait, hold on.
The game Curl
Is
is
Smite.
playing
Is it Smite?
this week.
Did I
Yep,
get it?
it's
Was it Smite?
You got
Yeah,
it.
I've been playing Smite. Well, actually, I restarted playing Smite.
Hey, you can't play
well,
games.
for one-
You can't talk about games you just restarted playing.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
right? It's pretty sacrilegious.
Good joke.
But anyways, like I restarted playing this just because it's free, and I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of stuff like on Twitch and whatnot of people like talking about Smite. I'm like, okay, I'll give it another shot. And so obviously, if you don't know what it is, it's a MOBA, but it's in the third person view. So that's kind of different than League or Dota, as most people would commonly know those ones. You play as a bunch of different gods. My favorite is Thanatos, who is a Greek god. He's kind of like the embodiment of death. He has wings and he has different cool skins and whatnot. But what I like about Smite is that there's a bunch of different game modes, besides like the typical 3-lane, like just whatever. I don't know what you want. Are you busy,
No,
Jonathan?
what was that? Never mind. Just keep going.
Okay, so instead of just having 3 lanes as like their main focus, they have others, such as Arena, which is my favorite because it just puts you in an arena going against 5v5, but without having to follow any lanes or jungling in itself. Because there's still minions and whatnot, and you're trying to get it to the other team's portal, but it's a lot better, I think.
Yeah.
Then
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then there's like a joust mode, which is like a single lane with a single jungle,
That's cool.
which that's kind of cool, but that's only a 3v3, so it's like it's kind of low key fun, I guess. It's not as intense, I guess, as like an arena battle where like it can be 5 people going against 1 if your team just got wiped or something.
Yeah, that's always sketchy in MOBAs. I always liked Smite more than I like Smite more than I like League of Legends or Dota 2. Just solely based on the fact that I actually played Smite for longer than a week. I just couldn't play League of Legends or Dota. Like I just couldn't. I didn't know what I was doing, so that probably means that me not having fun made sense because I didn't know how to build characters or anything. But I always did a little bit better in Smite. So I think that's probably why I liked it a little bit more. But I also like the fact that it's third person. I like being inside the lane, having that kind of feeling. And even though if you don't get the best view of everything like you do in League of Legends or Dota 2, I just find it a much more fun experience in my opinion.
I think not having that view of the entire lane could help add to the experience, I guess, because
True.
you're not like as a god player anymore. You're more of the player. You know what I'm saying? You're not some omniscient force. Well, technically in Smite you are a god player, but you know what I mean.
No, I completely understand. Like, yeah, you don't. Obviously, it's not the top-down view; it's the third-person view, and yeah, you do kind of feel like you're part of the player. Which I know it's not Smite, but it's another MOBA. But a lot of people are saying like Paragon feels more like a third-person shooter rather than a MOBA, which people are kind of liking about that. Although it has a different system of like builds, which is cards, which I don't think that's that intriguing.
Hearthstone. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Paragon, but I know there's some hype around it. But I haven't actually played it or seen much gameplay, so I can't really make a fair judgment on it. But
there's been a lot of videos, a lot of like Twitch streams and whatnot about it. And I've checked it out slightly, but it's not free, and which is why I kind of went to Smite. Because like the other big MOBAs, League and Dota, they're free and they have just a ton of players. And Smite is, I think it's up there with like, at least in terms of fun, and the community is not a bunch of raging 12-year-olds, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really like playing League of Legends, but actually watching it as an esport is pretty entertaining, surprisingly enough. Like, if you've ever watched like the LCS or...
I think the yelling hosts help a lot.
Well, that's for sure true. But like... It's amazing some of the things that they do. Like, their reflexes need to be so good in that game. Like, the professionals retire at like 22 or 24 or something most of the time because their reflexes are too slow.
Huh.
Like, yeah, it's weird. Like, it's insane. And the amount of production value that's in like that now, like the major League of Legends is insane. Like, it's basically ESPN, but League of Legends.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but without
Well, that's
that.
SportsCenter. But
Yeah, no one knows what that sound is, Kirill.
What
Because
sound?
we're
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of nerds.
I forgot we're all gamers,
Yeah, we're
not sports.
we don't
Football
talk about sports
people.
here, just esports.
I played League of Legends for a little bit, and my favorite macro for that game was Alt F4. It was it's really useful, helpful macro,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like League of Legends. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Maybe I should try.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the MOBA experience, but maybe I'll try Smite because everyone's been talking good about it so far.
Yeah.
So
Same here.
If anything, try the other game modes. Like, especially if you don't like the 3-lane aspect of MOBAs, just like having to have that role and kind of being critical on
I think mostly what I didn't like about it was everyone was kind of a jerk.
True.
Yeah.
Like, well, because, and the thing was is that we weren't even like level 30 or playing ranked yet or anything. We just had no idea how to play. We didn't take the time to research how to build the proper character and things like that. We just went in trying to have fun, and most of the people were just like, "Hey, get out of here. You're not good enough."
Yeah, exactly what happened to me, and exactly what happens to me every time I play CS:GO, which is why I stopped playing CS:GO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I stopped playing CS:GO after I got kicked because I was second on the team, but apparently dying all the time. It's dumb and messed up. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, so try out Smite. When we played Smite with people, it didn't seem like they were as much. Well, they weren't as bad of, like other players, like peers, I should say. Like
They weren't
the
jerks
player
to you.
base isn't awful, so it's a little more friendly. This is gonna be some Nintendo-centric news this week. Pokemon Go has shown some details about itself.
Like officially released details.
Yes.
I really like and don't like what the historic sites for getting Pokeballs.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool and bad at the same
Pokestops.
time. Yeah.
Pokestops where you can get eggs and Pokeballs.
Yeah. And they're going to be set up at major landmarks, like interesting
Yes.
things, statues and
So
other
in
things.
Fallbrook, nothing.
well,
yeah, so I was
actually,
going to say
Ingress,
if you live in like North Dakota, you're screwed.
Ingress actually has several in Live Oak Park are set up. I don't know how general their landmarks are going to be, but if they're as lenient as Ingress, there could be quite a few.
What's
It's
the
another
other game that Nintak or whatever his name.
Is it actually is it the same company? Oh, it is. It is.
I thought it was.
It
I don't
is.
know if it actually is.
It totally is. Yes, so they have another one. They're like you take over. You're on 3 teams and you go up to landmarks and you like take over landmarks.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's basically a Pokemon gym. And so,
Yeah.
there will be some Pokemon. I don't know if there's Pokemon that are like saved there as the Pokemon that beat the previous gym.
It looks like
But-
you drop off Pokemon and then other people are going to challenge your dropped off Pokemon. It doesn't look like you're going to have direct trainer to trainer interactions, at least from the description here. Is that what you got from this?
I don't think there will be, but
Yeah.
pretty much you're going to get a notification saying if your Pokemon team beat the gym or not. And if they did, then I think those dropped off Pokemon become the Pokemon to beat at that gym.
Yeah, and those gyms are going to be at major landmarks as well. So, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
going to basically be where the Pokestops are.
Yeah, and so they're going to be 3 teams that try to take over the ownership and prestige of gyms. And so it looks like each gym is going to change hands, and maybe the top Pokemon from each team are going to be defending it.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm a little disappointed if you can't do direct battles, because basically what I had hoped for was GPS-enabled Pokemon, where it was like exactly the same thing, but you walked around in real life. And
Yeah,
this
well,
is
I
looking
think-
pretty different.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking that they wouldn't make a free game like that. I don't think. If they could basically make it all Pokemon, like just basically a Pokemon game, but on your phone, I don't know if they'd make it free.
I would have paid real money for Pokeballs, like make the Pokemarts in DLC, in-game transactions. I would have done that.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. I would have bought,
Well, the way and then if you won battles, you'd get like things that aren't money,
yeah.
aren't real money, but are like Poké Dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it'd be a lot more Poké Dollars to buy a Pokeball or potion or whatever.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping the most, like, to get out of this is like a Pokewalker, but on your phone.
That'd be really nice.
Right.
I hope that's the case. It doesn't look like it will be, but if you could transfer the Pokemon you catch to the Pokemon Bank or like Pokemon Sun and Moon, then that would be pretty cool.
That'd be neat if this could be like a Pokewalker to the new generation.
Yeah, it would be.
Man, the Pokewalker was
so-
awesome. I miss the
Yeah.
Pokewalker.
Yeah, it
It's
was
so
super
good.
cool.
I painted mine like a fastball, and I just found it, and it was the neatest thing. Or quick ball. It's a quick ball. Sorry.
The way that like the way that catching works is that so you're going to be able to like see yourself on like the outline of like a Google map basically.
Oh, so it's like
your
the
location
driving
around you.
directions. You got a little perspective looking
Right.
forward, but it's like driving directions.
And then you'll have like a radius around you, and then it'll say a Pokemon's nearby. And then so like if the Pokemon gets inside the radius of your circle, then you can catch it.
Uh-huh.
And also Pokemon vary region by region. So like the example they gave was that if you live by lakes or oceans, you can catch water types. So
Cool. With the Berkeley
people
pit,
like in
I'm going to get
Arizona,
Grimers.
sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
And then you can get more powerful Pokemon based on your trainer level, which goes up every time you catch a Pokemon or do something in the game, And then your Pokemon evolve depending on how many times you catch that specific Pokemon.
Oh,
So if
that's
you catch
weird.
that Pokemon a bunch, that's when it evolves, which is interesting.
That's really weird. This is going to be fun, but definitely not what I was hoping for.
For sure. That's how I feel about it. But we'll just wait and see what happens. I'm excited about it still. I think it's awesome that there's going to be a Pokemon game on my phone that's not Pokemon Shuffle.
Yeah, and it does look like they're going with the augmented reality thing still, the one we talked about last time, the video.
Yes.
It looks like that's in the screenshot here, so I think they're doing it. I hope they improve it just a little bit before release.
Quick question. If they remade the Pokewalker, right, and it came with an app, like you bought, the app's not on the Play Store, but it came with like a QR code for an app,
Uh-huh.
would you buy it again? Say it's $30.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd pay a
I'd
lot
totally
more
get
than
it.
$30 for that.
Especially for if it it's compatible with Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Uh-huh.
I would like that a lot. I think it'd be really cool if they, on Pokemon X and Y, they had that Pokemon Me thing where like your Pokemon would just sit there
Yeah.
and you had like a 3D rendering of your Pokemon and you could feed it things and pet it and stuff. It'd be basically like Nintendo's Pokemon Edition.
Uh-huh.
But like if that was on your phone and while and it did everything the Pokewalker did, I think that'd be amazing.
I would really just like local matchmaking. So like, if you're right next to someone, it'll say, hey, you should battle. That's pretty much the biggest
would
thing
be
I
cool.
want.
That would be awesome. So yeah, Pokemon Go. Still no release date, but we have some details.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Speaking of no release date and no details,
The
Right.
The NX controllers that we talked about last week are not real. Thank
Thank
God.
God. Oh my God.
I'm
Yes.
disappointed.
Yes.
I thought pretty
Well,
much
no.
everything was a good idea.
Why would you be disappointed?
I liked the edge-to-edge screen. The ellipse, it would be very neat. It wouldn't be useful, but it wouldn't be a problem. And why not scroll wheel triggers? There's nothing wrong with more ways to input. I love the scroll wheel on my mouse.
I don't think the scroll wheel triggers were a big problem.
I think
I was
they're
okay with
great.
that.
Yeah,
I think they were
Yeah, no,
fine.
I think
I
they were
liked
cool.
the edge-to-edge capacitive touchscreen.
That's
That
what I
would
didn't
be
like.
cool.
Oh.
I think it's kind of weird. I go back and forth on it. I was like, it's cool because there's a touch screen and it's everywhere. But at the same time, my hands will be covering up some of it.
Yeah,
So
that means they just don't use that part.
I think that's a
much.
problem.
Yeah, just don't use this thing you paid for.
Yeah,
And I also think that
it'd be good
the
for movies.
elliptical shape doesn't make a lot of sense.
It'd be great for
Definitely
movies.
not comfortable.
Like
Maybe.
if they just made a more powerful 3DS with one screen or something, I'd be fine with that.
What's wrong with two screens?
I mean, if they kept the two screens, that's fine too. I'm just saying, like, if it was just one screen and it was just basically an amped up, more powerful, like 3DS in the the form factor of a Game Boy Advance SP, then sure,
Oh yeah,
that would be fine.
I want a Game Boy SP form factor again.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. So much smaller.
So, yeah.
And
So I mean,
it's really comfortable too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm really glad this wasn't a real thing. The guy released a video that made it and shows all the stuff that he did. And then
Yeah.
I think someone else you can actually now like 3D print one of the faked leaked NX controllers.
Wow.
So if you want to do that, you can. If you actually liked that controller and were on Team Real or whatever it was called, because like apparently when those images were leaked, the internet was set ablaze and then you were either on Team Real or Team Fake for this.
Now, is that if you wanted it to be real, or if you actually believed it?
If you wanted it to be real.
Okay, then
and
I was Team
believed
Real.
it, I think.
I didn't believe it.
I didn't want it to be real. I think it would be really gutsy for Nintendo to do that for sure.
And Nintendo's made some gutsy decisions before.
And let's be honest, I would probably still buy it because I'm just that much of a Nintendo fan. But I don't know if I'd like it. So yeah, there you go.
Yep. In Nintendo news, Miitomo may not be released in the United States until after the end of March because they took out the mention of end of March from their website. So that's sad.
Which is weird. I was really hoping this game would come out next week.
Me too, because I need friends to see my 300 questions.
Jonathan, shut up. Me and Kenny are actually excited about this game.
Yeah, it's really good.
And like this, well, if you just want to look at it from a sales perspective, it's topped the iOS and Android stores in downloads, which is insane.
And what I don't understand is I've got a perfectly working English version on my phone. I'm not sure what's holding them back for the American release.
Well, I think I know what it is. I think the My Nintendo account stuff that's supposed to launch alongside with it isn't ready yet.
Right, I am playing without my Nintendo account, and so my data's gone if I erase my phone.
Yeah, so I think that's the main reason is that they haven't finished that yet because it's different making that account system for potentially 300 million people instead of however many people live in Japan,
Yeah, I believe it.
So I think that's what's really holding them up. So I really hope that's just them trying to make it look more clean and streamlined on their website instead of, actually pushing it back, because I would really like this game just because I would like something to do on my phone. Because sometimes I only have like 20 minutes or so, and that's not enough to like open my 3DS and play through some Fire Emblem or...
You could easily answer 15 questions in 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, just something I can do when I have little bits of spare time would be great.
Mm-hmm. I bet even the Jonster can agree with that.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. I really care.
Kirill's really excited.
Yeah, he's the most excited.
I might download it.
You better download it.
Try it
I
out.
might download it and answer like 3 questions. But I'll be like...
Isn't there like a website for like middle schoolers that like has like you ask questions to the person and they answer it,
FM.
and they get famous from it.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
LOL. XD.
LOL XD.
Okay.
Do you
I don't know.
Alyssa?
I'll do my
best. Winky face? XDDDD. Sorry, I really hate
exactly.
XFM.
So that's why I'm a bit on this, and plus like the mini games, it seems like it's just gonna be like another. I know it's Nintendo, but it just seems like it's just another like pay to win mobile game.
So a report back on the pay to win.
I answered the most questions. Woo!
I've got 300 something now, but in the mini games. So for the first week, I've been given constantly like 700 coins a day for logging in, I think.
That's a lot of coins.
And they're going to stop after the first week, it looks like. So they're giving me the cash.
They reel you in.
And then they're going to cut off my cash flow after a week, and they want me to pay. I think that's what they're going for here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Man, that's
it may be
devious.
just the Japanese version of the app, because
it might, and I might get another 7 days on the American release.
Yeah, well, just because, like, from what I understand, Japan is really mobile-centric now. So they play a lot more mobile games and spend a lot more money on mobile games than the USA or Europe does, I think. So they may do something different, but maybe they won't. I mean, either way, I think I'm going to have some fun with it, even if it is for a week.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend any money because as... You do get some money from answering questions and doing things with friends, but not as much as you get for paying. But yeah, you can totally play it without paying. You just don't get as many clothes.
Yep.
Yep.
In the most important news article that's not Nintendo related, and the only non-Nintendo related article, William Shatner gets his own voice pack in Elite Dangerous. He is called Orion, I believe, in the game, and has over 1,300 phrases for you to enjoy. So
Whoa.
that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you like William Shatner and if you like things being really overly dramatic, then that's the perfect voice pack for you. Okay, Jonathan.
Wow!
Will do.
You guys want to go skateboarding and drink some Pepsi Max?
Okay. Yeah, so it's time to go into... This is the last podcast episode for the month of March. So what did you guys think about March? Was it good?
It was pretty great.
Was
It was pretty
boring?
Pretty boring.
It was
Again,
same old,
it
same
was
old.
same old.
time for me to
Kirill and I
catch
did
up.
go see Batman v Superman. So we'll talk about that next week probably because we don't want to spoil things too much if the trailers didn't already. So there you go.
I was pretty okay with the amount of news, though. There was a ton of news for this month for things.
Yeah, that's true. There was a lot of stuff to keep it going. Enough interest, I should say.
But
the amount
not
of
enough games. Not enough games.
Yeah,
One more games.
not enough games. And also, for me, not enough money for games.
Yeah, I feel you there. Working a minimum
So-
wage job at Domino's has got me hurting for cash.
Yeah, so that, I mean, what, so you guys have anything else to say about Mars?
Mars is a really cool place. Did you know there's running water there?
I would...
Yeah. Marth is part
Marth
of
is
Fire
a really
Emblem.
good.
What
I'm
would-
actually starting to main Marth in Smash Brothers. He's really fun.
You're not
Awesome.
supposed to do that.
What would you guys
What?
rate this month of March, since nothing really happened? Some games came out, but that's about it.
What games came out this month? I don't even remember.
Pokken Tournament,
Miitomo.
Oh,
Mitomo.
that didn't come
For
out in
Japan.
America.
It doesn't. If it doesn't come out in the good old US of
mean
A,
nothing.
it didn't come out
Don't
at
mean
all.
nothing.
Right. I would rate March.
Remember, you have to rate it in something you can see in your room out of 10.
Right. I would rate it. Crap. I would rate it
Just
3
Are you
lamps.
Okay,
blind?
this is ridiculous.
3 lamps out of 7.5.
3 lamps out of 7.5.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that good or bad?
It's below half, so
Yeah.
you tell me, brother.
Okay, that makes sense. Kirill, what would you rate
Is that
the month
below
of
half?
March?
That is below half.
I would probably rate this about 4 Pocky Sticks out of
Why?
10. Just
You
'cause there wasn't
weeb,
very
get
much.
out of here.
And plus, since
Strawberry is really good.
the NX is coming out in 2017, we all knew that
Strawberry
the
chocolate.
controller wasn't
Strawberry
real.
chocolate.
The
It just-
controller was fake.
They're separate.
strawberry
Strawberry
chocolate.
or chocolate.
Strawberry or chocolate?
Yeah. Oh, which one?
still talking
Yeah. Which one is it? Strawberry chocolate Pocky.
It's
Oh,
both.
you have both. I've got both
He has the assortment.
in my room, but I can only eat one a day or I run out.
You
One
go-
box
You only
is
one
not
Pocky stick.
Not one box.
That's really good from
Okay,
Japan.
okay, let's get back on
Is
task,
shrimp
guys.
chips. Shrimp chips are really good.
Okay,
I like
so,
Pocky because it doesn't get my
Kirill-
hand covered in chocolate.
guys, stop. Oh,
Should
my
sound
goodness.
really greasy.
Anarchy.
Okay, so 4 Pocky Sticks out of 10. And didn't you rate Deadpool out of Pocky Sticks?
No, hockey sticks.
No, I'm pretty sure I rated it. No, I think I did out of
you're right.
burritos.
Okay.
You're right.
So
Hey.
you thought it was 4 Pocky Sticks, or however you call it, out of 10 because news and nothing else, so it didn't really add up to much.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
Kenny, what would
Kenny,
you
what
rate
about
one?
you?
I would rate it probably 3 plush Umbreons named George out of 4 because Mitomo was released.
What is that? Do you?
What?
Why do you have those in your room?
Why is he named George? That's
Like,
such a normal name.
I
It's
checked
disturbing.
out. I left the self checkout thing at Walmart. I'd paid for all my Pocky sticks. And the guy said, I told the guy at the register there, because it's self-checkout, but there's a guy that supervises it. Hey, nice Umbreon. He's like, yeah, do you want one? I said, yeah, but I don't want to go back and find him. He says, no, they're right here. You can get it now. Here. And he went to the thing and got one and said, yeah, you can get it now. And I was like, yes. And I got it. And then he said, you got to name it. And I couldn't think of a name, so I just I wanted to sound like I knew what I was doing. So I said, George. I'm going to name it George. And he's like, cool. And he sang the dun 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 da 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 song.
Oh, nice.
And it was great. Yeah.
How much did George cost you?
I believe it was $8 and something cents. It might have been $11 and something cents. But I wanted him. I was going to come back and get him.
How big was he?
He's about a 1 1/4 steam controllers tall, including his ears.
Nice.
Actually, I have a measuring tape somewhere.
So because Mitomo came out. That's your 3 Umbreons.
Yeah,
named
Mitomo
George
deserves. Yeah, no, 3 out of 4.
So you would give March a B.
75%, approximately.
No.
I didn't know these were supposed to have numerical value.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
I forgot how to math. 1 second.
I really liked it. I had a great time in March.
All right. And I guess my rating would be 1 shoe on the bed out of 2, I guess.
That's enough.
Just because the news was interesting this month, and I played a whole lot of Stardew Valley, and that was really awesome. But that's about it. Pokken Tournament was really the only game I was looking forward to in March that wasn't like Fire Emblem Revelations, which I haven't even been able to play yet. So that's about it, really. Did you
get Pokken Tournament?
No, because that was one of the problems, is that I didn't like Pokken Tournament enough to get it for full retail price.
So it's Tekken, but with Pokemon.
Kinda, yeah. There's some differences, but yeah. So yeah, there you go. There is our review scores for March. So there, it's official. That is the rating system to go by. None other makes sense. Remember that.
Yep. What was the average?
Oh, that's a lot of math, dude. I don't even want to work that out.
Yeah, okay. Listener homework. Someone do the math. And
no one listens to this.
Send it to GameBlocCast@gmail.com. It's a thing. And we'll read it on the podcast next week if it's a thing.
No one's going to say anything.
Yep, and I think the resulting units are going to be Dr. Peppers.
You're right.
Out of how many Dr. Peppers?
Dr. Peppers are a universal unit of measurement for our reviews.
Yeah.
It's out of 10 Dr. Peppers. Let's make it easy.
Yes.
No, 11 Dr. Peppers.
Fine.
Yes.
Or actually 12.
Let's make it hard. Let's just make it hard.
Base 12 is the way to go. So 12.
All right. And so now that March is out of the way, what are you guys looking forward to in April?
I'm looking for everyone else getting out.
No, keep going. You already started talking.
Oh, you asked me to not say anything. I thought that was you do not say anything.
No, I don't. No, it's because Richie's the host and he likes to skip me if I don't have anything there. So I said do not say nothing. But
okay,
Jonsters, what do you want on April?
I'm really excited, even though I haven't played Dark Souls 1 or 2. I'm really interested in Dark Souls 3. Oh, you already have that there. Okay.
Well, yeah, no, I just put those there so you can talk about them. So just start over and say, I'm looking forward to Dark Souls 3. My list isn't necessarily everything I want. It was just ideas if anyone didn't have anything else to talk about.
Hey, would you look at that? A new Dark Souls game's coming out. I hope it comes out for PC, but it's not gonna. But I still really want it to.
It's out for Steam.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's out for Steam April 11th.
Oh, I really want to play it then. I'm gonna play Dark Souls 3. Would you look at that? Also,
looks so good.
Also, a new Ratchet and Clank game is coming out.
Movie.
But movie?
Is it a game?
And a reboot of the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's the reboot of the originals coming out on PS4 though. So I want to play it, but I can't.
I may get it because it looks really good.
Ratchet and Clank's a lot of fun.
It looks like one of the best PS4 games out there, and I'm not kidding.
It's a lot of fun.
Really good.
I would get it. I would recommend. I would so very. It was like one of the first games I played on PS2. That came out on PS2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, PS2. Yeah. Oh. No, so
go ahead.
It looks really good. I don't know how the movie's gonna turn out because I'm not gonna go see that. But that also comes out this month. But this game looks so good. Like, it looks like a really good version of the original, and I guess that's what a remaster / reboot's supposed to do. So,
Hey,
good job.
look at that.
So I'm excited for that too.
You know what I'm excited for? Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 plus EUFA Euro 2016.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I don't watch soccer. What am I, a nerd?
No. It's football.
Football.
But is that it? Ratchet and Clank and Dark Souls 3, Jonathan?
I'm looking, man, but I can't find anything else.
Okay, well, then you're done.
No, hold up. Hold up. Quantum
we'll
Break.
We'll come back to you.
No, Dirt Rally.
You're done.
No, Star Fox.
Hey, no, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
Star Fox Zero is also coming out April 22nd.
Yay.
And I'm
Oh,
really
that's
excited about it because it looks a lot better than what we were shown at E3 last year, let's be honest. And it just looks really, really shiny now. And it looks like it's just going to be a lot of fun and a really unique experience. Even though it is pretty much Star Fox 64 HD with weird controls, I'm still really looking forward to it. Yeah. And that's about it. I mean, like, Star Fox Guard's also coming out, and I mean, I don't know how if I'm gonna like that game, because it's basically tower defense / Five Nights at Miyamoto's.
Now, is it gonna be free with the game, or how do you get it?
It's free with the physical copy of the game, but you can buy them separately.
Okay.
Digitally.
I'm probably gonna play a lot of Guard.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Star Fox Zero because I've been wanting me some Star Fox for a long time, and we're finally getting one.
Since
And it's
Assault.
like the 64 version.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, which is the best one. Other than Star Fox Adventures, am I right?
Adventures was great.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Stairfax Temper.
Not as a Star Fox game.
I didn't make that joke.
Yeah,
I know. And then Quantum Break's also coming out on PC. I love Alan Wake, and those are the same people who made Alan Wake are making Quantum Break. So, and it looks like a really interesting concept. So once it goes down in price, I guess I'll get it. But it looks really, really interesting and really good.
Does Mirror's Edge Catalyst come out?
I believe that's a May title.
Dang it. I want new Mirror's Edge so bad.
I know. It looks so good.
Yep.
And Kenny wants something Osu related.
Yeah. Well, first I want Mitomo to hurry up and be in the United States so I can have friends. And then second,
I wish I had friends too, Kenny. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. So second, there's a relatively new, I believe it was introduced in Windows Vista, Windows technology called WASAPI. It allows direct access to sound cards from games and other applications, reducing latency because they can bypass the Windows sound mixer. And Peppy, the Osu guy, said that adding WASAPI support is something on his short-term priority list for other reasons, so you may see that happen in the very near future, which means Osu might be less laggy, which no one would ever notice, but it'd be great. So that's that.
I've never played Osu before,
It's awesome.
but I've watched videos of it. It looks very scary to me.
It's awesome, and I've got a 54 millisecond from click on my keyboard to hearing it on my monitor, and I'm hoping WASAPI, whenever that's released, maybe next month, will help reduce that.
What platform is it?
Windows.
PC. It's free.
Yeah.
You can just download it on osu.com or whatever it is.
That sounds like it looks like a really hard game to play with a mouse.
osu.ppy.sh.
It's not, though. I mean, there's different difficulty levels of each song.
All the beat maps are user created, and they have them ranging from no stars to like 10 stars. You can start anywhere. There are maps for every difficulty level.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yep.
Kirill? Awesome.
Nothing. Everything I want to play is in May.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening for me.
So you,
Pretty much Overwatch.
So you basically need to talk for 3/4 of our May podcast.
There is a new Doom coming out in May, and I'm so excited. Sorry, I just had to get that out.
But this is April.
I know.
We have to talk about
Jonsters.
April before we can talk about May.
I know, but I don't care about April.
Hey, on April 3rd, there's going to be Pokemon Sun and Moon footage shown, so we can look forward to that at least.
I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And then whatever news about something, who knows, the NX could be shown next month. We don't know.
That'd
The
be great.
PS4.5 could be shown. The
PS4
Xbox 2 could be shown.
Xbox
We don't
2?
know.
Isn't that the Xbox 360?
No.
No, I
This
got
is the one after
what you
the
were
Xbox
saying, but
One.
Actually, because it won't be an Xbox 2. It'll just be a Steam machine with Windows 10 on it, and they'll call it an Xbox.
But a Steam machine
'Cause
is just a PC with Steam OS on it.
Yeah,
so it's really just a PC with Windows on it.
isn't an Xbox 360 basically just a PC with Xbox's whatever on it? You know,
And
The
it's pretty
Xbox-
proprietary software.
it's proprietary software, but most of it's shut up.
John,
It's
seriously,
proprietary
so
software,
silly.
but it's like a hardware you could get.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you get an AMD Jaguar chip? Just
You can buy an
lying
Xbox
around?
360.
Well,
No,
not lying
one.
around.
But yeah, no, yeah, that won't be shown in May. I can almost guarantee it. Unless Microsoft is just like, we're really this desperate, even though we're not doing that bad. Let's throw out the new system. I mean, Nintendo's
well,
doing that, but
yeah.
they're desperate because Wii U did not sell well.
Oh well, it's not going to be the end of Microsoft, unlike the end of this podcast.
Oh,
very soon.
Cyril called it. It's the end. Unless you guys have anything else to say.
Don't go work for the food industry because they hold you much longer than you're scheduled for, and
Words
it's
of
kind of
wisdom, Jonathan Volker.
jerky. Yeah, don't go work for food. It sucks.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to work for food. Work for people.
Well,
And with that, we are done with this episode.
you didn't ask if anyone else had anything else to say.
No, they're done. I could feel
Are
it.
we done?
Unless Kirill.
Yes.
Okay, we're done. And with that, thank you guys for listening to the GameBloc Cast. If you are interested in subscribing to us, subscribe to us on iTunes, subscribe to us on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook at GameBloc. We also have a website called the GameBloc Blog, which is pretty cool if you like reading things that are from 2 months ago. And also, if you want to leave a review for us on iTunes as well. Comment anywhere comments are allowed. And if you would like to email us a question or something you'd want to talk about on the podcast, you can do that by sending your email to gameblockcast@gmail.com. which is spelled just like it sounds. So you guys are good to go. Thank you guys for listening. I'm Richie.
I'm
And
Kirill.
I'm Kenny.
And that's it.
Hey.
Say goodbye to the Jonsters.
Oh, please get rid of this terrible nickname.
We'll have a new one for you next week.
Oh,
Yep.
good. I'm so excited.